It is 11:50 p.m. It is 11:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Canadian Time, October 23rd, 2022. And Chantelle just made a post in her community tab talking about a terrorist organization. And I saved it and put it in my community tab, copy and paste, a screen grab, I should say. So you can go check it there in case she takes it down. Now, YouTube, they get to hold on to stuff after you delete it. So I'm putting YouTube in. Oh yeah, right at the start. There's no singing from me, and Super Chat Cat is taking the night off because it's just too grim, right? I can't sing, and I can't have Super Chat having cute fun here. It doesn't mean you can't Super Chat me. With this grim subject matter. So let me just get the chronology of this. Yeah, today is still October 23rd. And so a few days ago, Chantelle was calling women pathetic and pretending that she's a queen and all this stuff. And I reacted to it and I did well with it. And, it's like 1,000 views for me, which for my small channel, it's pretty good. And then she did another one a day ago called Complaining About My Haters. And it was all done in the dark, on the llama pillow. And I went through it and it's like, it's like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to, is there anything good that you can react to? And I figured, no. Then earlier today, the 23rd, she came out with something titled I Am Sorry, which was 1 hour and 39 minutes. And my video editor didn't like the format. It's the vertical format because I intended to react to that. And it didn't like the format, so I lost hours trying to straighten it out. And it's being exported now. It just said I'm falling asleep now, so it's anyway. That's not the important part. One of you guys told me that she gave some sort of a pass to. You see, I'm being real careful because I'm not involving myself in this stuff. One of you guys told me that Chantelle, in that video entitled "I Am Sorry," she gave a pass to something within some religion that some people don't like. That's just being really diplomatic, right? So Chantelle gave a pass to something that most Westerners don't like, right? And so I meant to react to that, and I was bogged down because my video editor doesn't like the format that she chose for that. So it took me a few hours to get that straightened out. Then she did another one where she criticized the same religion she's pretending to be part of, and she criticized it quite a bit. Anyway, it was another vertical format live stream, and I was like, okay, so somebody called her on it, and now she's backtracking, and now she's complaining about that same religion she's pretending to be part of. And I said, okay, well, I want to get to the part where she gave it a pass, and now she's attacking that religion with her comments with a video that was entitled, the part of the religion she doesn't like, she says was bad or wrong, whatever. Then that video disappeared. And so the video that she just put up 3 hours ago is called Thank You for Your Concern. I'm going to run that one now. Let me just, because every time I do a live, YouTube grabs it and says, yeah, I have to request a review for everything that I do. Let me just do that now. It only takes a few seconds. I know it's a convoluted story. Not too convoluted. Now I'm back in here. And thank you very much, Dan. Super sticker. Thanks to the super sticker super chat. You can call them one thing or the other. It's nice of you to do. British pounds. Always appreciate it over here in Canada. Nice of you to have done that. Thank you very much. Hello, they're calling with a K. And so now I'm going to play the video. Look, it only lasts a minute, and this is what Chantelle put up. She put that up 3 hours ago. So Pardon me there, Colleen. So this is what Chantelle put up an hour ago. 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, marhaba, assalamu alaikum. I just wanted to let you know that Pete and I and the cats are fine, and I appreciate you reaching out and offering help with the cats, but we are okay. We are dealing with these issues on our own. There are personal matters, and we appreciate the time to deal with them alone off camera. I will be back in a little while. I realize that this is disappointing for a lot of Beezers, for a lot of members, but there's a lot of changes going on in my life. And I had taken a couple of steps backwards, but I need to keep moving forward. And I hope you will come with me. I just need a bit of time away. But I am okay, I promise you. Thank you for your concern. I hear it and I appreciate it.
So my question to YouTube, and I appreciate the opportunity to be on YouTube. And I've always said I can't understand how Pete's can get on YouTube and say that it's bad and still stay on it. When he says it's bad when he's with Chantelle or on his own channel, I don't understand it. So my question to YouTube is, with all the serious things that are going on in the world today that I don't even talk about here because that kills the comedy, right? I just do reactions to Chantelle, and I got a lot of serious things to say, and I do a lot of jokes too. It's just I don't talk about all the other world events that are happening. However, we're all aware of them. So with all the problems that are going on in the world today, do you really have to provide a place for Chantelle to publish this stuff where she's just trying to push everyone's buttons, get everybody angry just so she can make a bunch of money? She put herself in the center of attention when those kids got slaughtered in the United States, that school shooting. And she made a mockery of it because that's the only way she can make herself significant and have people pay attention to her. And you guys keep giving her a pass at YouTube. Like, why? When does it ever come to an end, this garbage? And she's made fun of 9/11 like at least 3 times that I've witnessed. And the most recent one, when she put on the blonde wig and she pretended like it wasn't her channel when you guys knew it was her channel. She put on the blonde wig and she made fun of 9/11. I did a reaction to it. And you guys demonetized it and you age restricted it. All I did was take what she did and say it was disgusting and wrong. And you allow her mockery of 9/11 to stay up on her Beezer Incorporated channel, and it's monetized this very day. Like, we all remember what she did when those kids got slaughtered. She got drunk and high, and she made a mockery of it. And like I've said, with things like Chantelle, I've had to deal with them in my own life history. Once they show their face and let you know what they're all about, they're going to keep doing what they're doing unless they're stopped. As Judge Judy said, and I keep quoting her, even though it sounds funny, it's serious. Things like Chantelle are, quote, fully cooked, close quote. That means there's no changes coming. That's what it does. That Chantelle is not converting to this religion. She has no respect for it. And I don't like to touch upon religion because everybody, puts up their defenses, defends the one that they like, and nobody can talk anymore. She's only putting herself in the midst of this stuff to draw attention for money. It's not being a creator. YouTube is supposed to be, it's like you on the tube, like you on television. Create, do something funny, do something artistic. Make a documentary about the environment, cover sports, do something serious, do something funny. Cook with food. There's all kinds of things you can do. What Chantelle is doing on your platform is just lying, misleading, and providing a fraudulent and incendiary storyline just to draw attention to itself because there's no talent there or no willingness to work. And I'm going to read the community tab that she put in her community thing. I'm going to read it by taking myself off the camera when I do so. Now, it's in my community tab. I copied it and pasted it. I'm going to read it off her page because she's probably going to take it down. Anyway, I'm taking myself off camera while I read it. This is what Chantelle published a couple of hours ago. All right, quote, Foodie Beauty. Yes, I now choose to wear a hijab. I have my own personal reasons. I am protecting my spiritual/religious beliefs and practices, as is my right to practice these without prejudice and also without having to explain to anyone my choices. You can speculate, but it is disheartening to see so many Islamophobic comments going around. I was told by reaction channels that my previous video was scary and looked like a hostage video. I have also seen people claim I may join ISIS. Why was my video scary? Because I was wearing a hijab? I don't know if I'm saying this right. Sorry, getting back to Chantelle. Also, I am more than tired of the BBJ false concern. Yes, these cats have been on camera for years, but you are not entitled to information just because I shared it for so long. You have the right to feel concerned, but that's about all the rights you have when it comes to BBJ. That concern is not warranted since she is being taken well care of. She is 20, above average life expectancy, but I'm a bad carer. Everybody loves to point fingers at everyone else. How about looking at your own issues? Gossiping and constantly picking apart others or hoping for their misery to occur makes you a bad person as well. So, why are people so worried about how much packing we have done? LOL, it's so weird. You know nothing. Why do you care? Why do you care so much whether we pack 1 year ago or 2 years or 2 hours rather before we move? I'd like an actual essay on how that affects your life personally, please. Forgive the bad hijab. I am still learning. There, that's everything that Chantelle said on her community tab, and let me go through it. She says that yes, that she chooses to wear that attire. She is playing games with the iconography of a religion she has no respect for. So you guys at YouTube are allowing her to make a mockery of it, and you're getting people properly angry at you for doing so. And my question is, why do you allow it? It's not creative. It's not funny. It's not even real. She's not part of that religion. We all know that YouTube is especially profitable in November and December. She's ramping up for a very profitable November and December holiday season just by putting herself in the center of things, by pushing everybody's buttons. Like, what does Chantelle have to do with kids getting slaughtered in the United States? What does she have to do with the tragedy of 9/11? Nothing. She inserts herself in the middle of this stuff because just by definition, therefore, she becomes sensational and people start talking about her. Why do you allow it? This isn't artistic. It doesn't bring any joy to anybody. There's no beauty in it. And I'm not talking about superficial skin beauty. I mean, there's nothing of art to do with anything of what she's doing. Why do you allow it to carry on? Yeah, I'll keep reading from it and see how manipulative it is. Okay, so she says she has her own personal reasons. Yeah, she wants to make a spectacle of herself and make money. Okay, then peel a banana, tap dance, stand on your head, juggle. Do something that's entertaining. Don't play with the iconography of other people's beliefs. She says she's protecting her spiritual religious beliefs and practice as her right to like we all know she's painting herself as she's being persecuted and that she has the right to do this. Nobody's putting herself in the spotlight except for herself. She's always saying she wants privacy, yet she keeps putting herself out there with this incendiary material. Then she says, leave me alone. It's just like when she said she had to go to a diabetes clinic and be put on a strict diabetes diet. And then people said, oh, you have diabetes. And she says, no, I don't. Who told you that, you weirdo? Stop bothering me. Leave me alone. So she puts on the attire of a religion that she's not part of, makes a mockery of it, puts it out there, and then when people start to complain, she pulls back and says, leave me alone. Guys, you review all my videos, right? Because I'm on a shit list for some reason. Whenever I do a live, it's as soon as I all I have to do is open up a can of water, and I check my studio, and it says, we have identified content that is not suitable, by saying hello and having water. So one of you guys is going to review this. So why do you allow it to carry on? Why do you allow her to make fun of 9/11? Why do you allow her to mock children getting slaughtered in your country? Why do you allow her to make a mockery out of somebody else's religion? Why? Is there no end to it? She can just keep coming back using the same formula, and you're always going to give it a rubber stamp of approval? If you won't take it down and ban her from this place, because she's not a creator, and anybody with even a mild intelligence can figure that out, Can you at least demonetize that bitch? Can you? And she says she doesn't have to explain her choices. We know what she's doing it for, right? It's just to put herself in the center of attention, push everybody's buttons. Her beezers pay attention to it. There's one, like, you on one hand, you can react and call it a shit show and a train wreck. I don't. I say, YouTube, please remove it from the platform. That's what Frenchie don't do. That's what Yabba don't do, because it's mean-spirited to allow a piece of shit with no imagination and no desire to do real work make money out of making a mockery out of somebody else's religion. Why do you allow it? What else does she have to say here? Oh, yeah, she said that her previous video looked like a hostage video. She's playing with, very powerful, dangerous talking points, right? And then she says that she's, like I said, I'm not going to even mention that word with me on camera. She says, oh, I have also seen people claim I may join that group. How do you guys allow this? And when it comes to BBJ, that's sad, yet it really is less important. And so she's withdrawing the cat from the footage and making you speculate, and then she's turning it into a game. That's just being mean, all right? I'm not asking you to take a second look at what she does because of how she's treating the cat and withholding footage of the cat. That's just more game playing. And like, why are you so worried about how much packing we have done? I don't care how much packing she does. I'm offended, morally speaking, that a thing that makes a mockery out of the beliefs of other people is allowed to be sustained and monetized here. Why? Okay, all the time I was talking, I was looking at my other browser, reading her community tab post, and I haven't been looking at my other browser, my StreamYard. So now I'm bringing my StreamYard in, and now I'm going to get to your comments, everybody. Thanks again, Dan. Good evening. Yeah, she seems high, too, when she makes that shit. I'm just reading all your comments here. Yeah. The terms of service don't apply to Chantelle. No. And I know behind the chat, so I'm going through it quickly. Well, that's just part of the games. I mean, if it was just her, making up this fake fight with Natter and then wanting privacy, that'd be one thing. If she wants to raise terrorist groups and put it on her community tab, that's where it should come to an end. Then again, she was allowed to lure minors into her dirty talking live stream, and nothing happened. Those teenagers were not given knowledge or consent that they were talking to some fucking piece of shit, dirty pervert, Chantelle, and they thought that they were speaking to her privately. And then one of those minors exposed himself, and you guys let her back in here. Let her rot on Patreon and OnlyFans where she belongs, or at least demonetize the fucking thing. And that's just me asking you. I don't tell anybody to report anybody anywhere, anyhow, ever. Not in writing and not on camera. I don't do that shit. Miss Connie, thanks very much. I said at the top of the program this evening, I'm not going to sing the Chantelle song for this episode, and Super Chat Cat has taken the night off, so thanks very much. It helps us with the algorithm. Tweetykins, well, she might cause enough outrage to get removed. She keeps escalating in attempts to shock people. I mean, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. It's like, when Madonna made that sex book, it's like, how about you just become a great actress or, improve your voice? No, it's like she has to make, a book that was no better than, Hustler. And she does it in black and white, and that's somehow art, there was nothing left. I remember Henry Rollins of Black Flag once said about her when that book came out. He says all she has left to do now is to feed herself nude live to tigers at a circus. And that was a great quote from him, Henry Rollins. He was on Much Music here in Canada when he said that. I know I'm messing it up a little bit. He's all she has left to do is feed herself nude to live tigers. And thanks again, Miss Connie. I want to get Tweetykin's comment up here. And Miss Connie, you help us get into the algorithm. That's great. Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere. She has nothing left. I mean, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. And that's what Chantelle does. I mean, can't we celebrate Christmas here in the West without Chantelle making a mockery of it with this? And can't people who have, an involvement with that religion that she's mocking, can't they be left alone too? Can't we all just be left alone without this piece of garbage that is just, fucking with everything just to make itself look important? I mean, you would think that at some point somebody with a conscience would reach over and just click, turn it off. And it's not like if you don't like it, don't watch. No, if something is immoral, you can do more than just not watch it. You can speak out against it. I was going to do a community tab post and just leave it. And then I said to myself, you're only going to get a few people looking at your community tab post. This is YouTube. You want to say something, make a video. Even if the footage you got from Chantelle is only 1 minute long. Lawyer Warrior is a new member. Thanks for becoming a member. Cute dog in your avatar. And it's a grim evening with what Chantelle is doing. So there's no Super Chat Cat tonight. And I'm not going to sing the Chantelle song because it's not even funny tonight. And yeah, many of you have said she's got to know somebody at YouTube. It starts to feel that way, don't it? Well, even that somebody, can't they say like enough is enough? Then again, if you can let her lure minors into a live dirty talking live stream and let her have her channel back, I guess there isn't anything that she's not allowed to do. Well, it's a wrong way to get attention, yeah. Yet she's tolerated in her attempts to do it. I mean, is that ridiculous? That she says she has the right to do this and the right to that. YouTube is a private business, and they have the right to say they've had enough of her. Chantelle, before, when there was a concern that they were going to change things with food eating channels, if you're morbidly obese and you're stuffing yourself, there was talk that YouTube was going to get rid of those channels because if you're that big and you're stuffing yourself, it's like self-harm. And Chantelle was saying that she would sue YouTube for discrimination. I just laughed at that. How's a stoner from Canada going to bring $1 billion corporation to its knees, making an argument that she's been discriminated against? It's a private company. You don't have a right to be on it. Here in Canada, you don't even have a right to be on the CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, even though you're taxed to pay for it. You don't even have a right to be there. You don't have a right, Chantelle. Yeah, that was also part of it. That she made her video that she took down. Like I told you guys, she makes the videos, then she takes them down on purpose. And then Yaba and French will be, deleted video. Yeah, you assholes. Deleted on purpose. So she made her most recent video that she took down make it look like she had been kidnapped or something. And so people are wondering if anything real is happening. And they say, we'll take the cats. And she doesn't care. I always told you that she uses those cats as props. Somebody who's as mean-spirited and dishonest as she is, when she overdoes it on camera because the cats look cute, and it's always because they look cute. So anytime they're on camera and she has enough energy to make silly noises, she'll play up for them because they're props. And now she's like saying, you want to see BBG? No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. That alone, if there's anybody on YouTube that respects animals, is a good reason to say, no, we've had enough, Chantelle. Bye. Go back to Patreon. Go back to OnlyFans, Chantelle, for the third time, and you could type in there, "Oh, guys, yeah, I'm back, and this time I mean it. I'm gonna make all this content. Of course, I'm gonna be on Patreon too at the same time." Well, I agree with you halfway. You know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of money. She doesn't really have a big channel. And players such as Frenchie and Yaba, who are getting around 15 to 20,000 views per, and I'm lucky if I get 800 views. Yeah, they get a hell of a lot more than me. Yet in the grand scheme of things, they're small players too. They're all small fucking players. I dig guitar channels, and there's guys that review gear that get like hundreds of thousands of views for a popular video. And there's lots of guitar channels out there. There's all kinds of channels out there on sports and art and all kinds of things. Yeah, I know they make money. It's just that she's not really a big channel. Frenchie's not really a big channel. Yab is not really a big fucking channel. They're big in relation to me, yet in the grand scheme of things, Chantel's a fucking loser. She's a small time player. I don't understand why it's tolerated. You know, they're playing with people's emotions because folks have a fondness for those cats, and me too. You know, so she even, Pete's is a piece of shit too. He's just another actor in this mess. Like he is for real life a fucking loser and a simp. Yet he's still a useful idiot, and you'll see him show up when he serves a purpose. So he wants to tease you and scare you that they're going to do away with BBJ, and it gets people watching and paying attention. So the most important thing is she raised the name of a terrorist group in her community post. And I hope that the fact that I screen grabbed it and I've talked about it and I put YouTube's logo in my thumbnail, and YouTube holds every live that I do. I get, the message that we've identified content that's unsuitable for I get that within the first 2 minutes, every live stream I do. So there has to be somebody there that's going to watch it. And if they don't watch it, they don't watch it. Hopefully just this video disappears if they don't like it, not the whole channel goes red stripe. I don't think they would do that much. Yeah, good people got to take a risk because there's too many bad things out there, such as Chantelle. And I'm now refreshing her page. That stupid video is still up. And I'm checking her community tab post again. Yeah, it's still up there. It's still up. So I guess, Chantelle is welcome to raise the name of a terrorist group in her community tab posts. If you can exploit minors in a live stream, as Chantelle did, I guess you're allowed to do anything you want. Here, let's run that fucking video again. That's all I got to run tonight. Let's run it again. And this is all acting, okay? It's all fucking acting. Oh, guys, there is a concern. We thank you. Pete's is standing by. We're standing strong. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. It's the same thing she did last time. First, she draws your attention and it's like, what's going on? That's none of your business. Well, you told everybody to pay attention. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. It's the same horseshit formula she used last time with Nader. Come on, here we go. Let's play it again.
Hi guys, marhaba, assalamu alaikum. I just wanted to let you know that Pete and I and the cats are fine, and I appreciate you reaching out and offering help with the cats, but we are okay. We are dealing with these issues on our own. They are personal matters, and we appreciate the time to deal with them.
They're very personal. They're none of your business. Stop bothering us. You just said in your community tab post that people are saying that you're about to join a terrorist group. You shouldn't be allowed to raise that horse shit, because if anyone thinks it's for real, you make your whole fucking neighborhood a target. Some crazy person shows up at your door looking for you based on the fucking things that you say, and they accidentally get your goddamn neighbor. And you're going on YouTube saying this shit, and they're allowing you to fucking do it.
Alone off camera. I will be back in a little while. I realize that this is disappointing for a lot of Beezers, for a lot of members.
This is what, this kind of talk I started the channel on. More than 2 years ago, she said, I'm sorry to say there will be no more mukbangs. I know this is very disappointing for you. However, the decision has been made. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? You're talking to me with greasy hair, wearing a dirty top, and you're saying you're never going to do mukbangs again? I said, fuck, that's all you do. Whether you're going to do them properly or sit around high and do them live. I said, bullshit. And I made my first reaction to her. How many times has she done mukbangs in the last 2 fucking years, stuffing herself? It's the same fucking bullshit. I'm sorry to tell you the decision has been made. It is all going on behind the scenes. I know this is disappointing that you want to have more data. It is private at the moment. Why do they allow it? Why do they allow it? Like, if she wants to pick her nose and fart, that's one thing. If you want to lure minors into a dirty talking live stream and raise a terrorist group in your community tab, why is this tolerated by YouTube? Why?
But there's a lot of changes going on in my life. And I had taken a couple of steps backwards. But I need to keep moving forward. And I hope you will come with me. I just need a bit of time away. But I am okay. I promise you. Thank you for your concern.
Like, can't YouTube? Can't you guys tell that this is a fucking acting job? Blah blah blah. And we are doing good. Thank you for your concern. You can't tell this is acting. Then again, they thought it. We were supposed to take it as the truth. When her channel was down, she walked right back in with another channel, Ban Evasion, and said, "Look, I've started another channel. I am now Miss Pondieu. This is the Beezer Corporation." Thanks, DDH, for the super sticker. I said at the start of this broadcast that there's no super chat cat, and I'm not going to sing the Chantelle song because things are just too grim. However, that helps us with the algorithm. Thanks very much, DDH. That's a cool super sticker, and you got a cool cat there in your avatar. Thank you very much. Nice of you to do. It is appreciated. Yeah, and what Chantel's doing, all of this horrible shit she's doing is just for money. She's not like she's fighting for the rights of anybody to wear something or not to wear something in different parts of the world. It's like it's none of her fucking business. And yeah, she sounds like she's high. And given that Chantelle has opened up so many packages of edibles and shit and sparked up so many joints on camera, all tolerated by YouTube, yeah, she probably is fucking high. It's like, well, I said that she gets drunk and high to get into character. So that's why she sounds so fucking wasted right now. She probably is fucking high. Yeah. She's making a mockery of it. I'm no expert. I'm no expert on religions, and I'm not an expert on that one that she's pretending to be part of. Yet swearing and doing drugs, I'm sure that, it's very likely they don't approve. Well, the only thing I have to say about that is if she gets anybody angry, she's making her whole neighborhood a target. And, it's one thing to be a fucking stupid asshole, this thing over here. Yet why does YouTube give it a place to be an asshole? Why? Like, this is beyond, like, let's say she was politically active and she was conservative or liberal or Tory or grit or Democrat or Republican, and I was something different, and we just argue over that. her raising a terrorist group and putting in her community tab posts, that's not what YouTube is supposed to be for. Okay. Be creative, have some opinions and stuff, yet don't come up with a storyline that's 100% bullshit and raises serious matters just so you can get people paying attention to you. And you can say, well, you're paying attention to her too. Yeah, to ask YouTube, why do you allow this? I'm not like Frenchie and fucking Yabba. And oh, you see what you said this time? I'm like, you just see what you said this time? And YouTube, why do you allow it? Please get rid of it. This doesn't bring any joy to anybody. It puts our neighbors in danger. That's what it fucking does. What's one thing to be an asshole? Why do you gotta allow it? Well, that's true, yeah. And she pretended that she was Christian, and she's taken the name of Christ in vain so many times, like I know other people do. It's just like she does it, and she's evil, right? Some people use it as a swear word when they're angry, and she does it, because she's an evil piece of shit. Well, there's no FBI here in Canada. It would be the RCMP or it would be CSIS. Calling with a K, thanks for the super chat. Calling with a K says, I'm sure YouTube knows it's acting because every time she gets a complaint, she probably tells them it's a parody. Yeah, I know. And I can see parodies, and it's not a criminal offense to lie to people on YouTube, yet to raise these serious matters and to play games with somebody else's religion, she could be drawing heat to her own neighborhood. So, that's all I'm saying. She could be. Would you like to, if you live next door to her and she's doing this bullshit and she's doxed the shit out of herself, I mean, I'm sure those people would rather YouTube not give a platform for somebody that is self-exploiting lunatic. Yes, very much so. We do get frustrated and tired. And here it just carries on for this wildebeest. It's like, wow, here comes the American Western world holiday season, and YouTube's very profitable. And look what she's doing. She's being as provocative as possible by exploiting things that other people care about. Yeah, it's too serious for her to be playing with this stuff and just writing it off as a parody. She can say that, Sasquatch is living in her backyard, and she can say that, some famous musician is having an affair with her. If she wants to keep it all silly, go ahead. This isn't silly stuff. Yes. Well, there isn't a spiritual bone in Chantelle's body. She's a hedonist. I mean, I'm not saying you've got to believe in anything. Some people don't believe in anything. They're still good people. It's just that Chantelle doesn't believe in anything, and she's a poor excuse for a human being. How can you just carry on gaslighting and misdirecting people, the stupidest of people who believe in you and think that this stuff is for real? Can you imagine people typing, Chantelle, we're afraid. It looks like you were kidnapped. Is everything okay? Do you want to mention paperclip again? There's actually people so stupid out there, they believe that. That's not being a creator. That's abusing the human race. It's not a shit show. It's not a train wreck. It's evil. Yes, exactly. I don't speak about differing religions because I'm not an expert. And even if you were an expert, if you still start talking about different religions, you're still going to end up offending somebody somewhere. Yet, I mean, I would agree that, even though, all religions can have different interpretations, Christianity included. Yet what Chantelle is doing is just hurting everybody. And YouTube upholds this as a fucking creator? and monetizes it? I mean, at the very least, could they at least turn off the money? Does this have to be fucking rewarded? Yeah, evil, 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 evil. When it comes to like Amberlyn Reed, she's just disappointing and she's lying. Yet she doesn't come anywhere near this, right? Well, I keep going back to her community tab to see if it's still up there. And I'm going to refresh it again. It's still there. It was posted 2 hours ago. It's still there. It's still there. Can you imagine her saying all that stuff while wearing the attire? You see, I'm respectful. I called it the attire, and then Bally YouTube Chicken Reaction, she said the correct way to pronounce the word for the attire. I still don't want to say the word because I don't want to, speak to matters that I'm not expert on. Pardon me. Did Chantelle settle that crap? And she's still wearing someone else's iconography of what they believe in. It's super offensive, not needed, and it's not being creative. You see how the evil mind works? And like my guess is this is some friend of Natter's, because Natter was just a fucking actor. And so she comes up with this guy. It's like, well, how do I make it? How do I make it controversial? And how do I put myself at the center of everything? And it's like, well, it's like hiding in plain sight. I mean, she's begun this and she's carrying on as the same asshole she was before, only now she's wearing the iconography, the attire of what other people care deeply about. And she's being permitted by YouTube to make a mockery of this ongoing. Oh, did she? You're right. The paperclip. Was there a paperclip in there? Let me go back there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There is a paperclip in there. I missed that. Thanks. Well, that just makes it even worse what she just fucking did. I think it's probably a friend of Natter's. Yeah, Amberlyn Reed is like a garden variety pest compared to this. Oh, the paperclip thing, when she was in the middle of her fake fight with Natter and she was trying to get people to believe the guy was going to come over to the house and try to do her in, she said that if you saw her on camera saying the word paperclip to call the police. Can you believe it? And she just put the paperclip in her community tab. I missed that. Thanks for pointing that out. There's Cheryl. When I was saying evil, 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 I said, where's Cheryl? There you are. I'm here. I'm listening, charging my phone. I'm so angry. This has gone too far. I'm spitting nails. Please keep this up. When I'm done charging, I'll come in. Dangerous bitch. Well, I'm looking forward to you coming in here. It's just that I'm almost said everything I could say. I didn't plan it this way. Yeah. Let me go back in. I can't believe it's still up in our community tab. Well, at least I've documented it while it's still up. Because, anything like YouTube's a private company. Like if you do something dumb and threaten somebody, in government, and you type it on a YouTube community tab and you take it down, if the police get involved and they show up at YouTube and say we want to see everything that's been deleted there, believe me, they'll show it to them, and they don't have to share their private internal policies with anybody. So just use your own common sense. Of course, they hold on to everything. Everything is on a delay of a couple of hours or like maybe weeks for all we know. So even if Chantelle takes this stuff down, it's still there. And so I've documented it live. I've taken a screen grab of it. I've read it right off of her channel. We've all shared in it. You guys have also gone to her community tab and read it. One of you guys found the paperclip, which I missed. And why is it still sustained? Why is it still allowed? Yeah, she should be on a list. It's just that, it's all sustained. Oh, wait a minute. That's a safety plan. Wait, can you do a paperclip emoji? You're right. Paperclip's not in there. That's a safety pin. She's talking about holding the attire together. Okay. So actually, I'm sorry you raised that. Not you, the earlier person. So there's no paperclip in there. It's a safety pin. So she was saying that she's still trying to put the headgear together. It doesn't matter. The thing is, she is still this evening raised a terrorist group in her community tab post. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So that's a pretty good. Let me just jump back to my other browser. See if I still have a channel. That's what's going to happen tomorrow afternoon. My channel will be gone. Chantelle will still be there making fun of somebody else's religion. Okay. All right. So the title of this video is Foodie Beauty Raises Terrorist Organization in Community Tab Posts. That's the truth. I've had a lot of you guys witness it. We've talked about it. And that's it. And Cheryl, thanks for that. And yeah, she's toying with an area she should never be toying with. You see that's the problem. The bad people spoil it for everybody else, and that's why I say that if she's gonna do drugs all the time and always be behind the wheel of an automobile, if that's what you're gonna do, find a tree and you and the tree have an argument, and made the argument be won by the tree, because you don't care about the collateral damage. Just like you, Chantelle, doing this shit, and you live in a townhouse complex and you've got neighbors, and you're drawing this heat to yourself because it pays, because you don't give a fuck about yourself. You don't have any plans. You don't want to do anything with life. You just want to sit there, do drugs, eat shit, and have someone else give you money to do it. So that's why, like, you're a danger to be around. And that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I've asked my question of YouTube, and that's it. So thanks everybody for coming by. Share the video if you think it's any good. Make a comment. And YouTube, why do you allow that thing, Chantelle, to do this? Take care. Bye.